Good morning, Columbus. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's daily dose of digital Torah inspiration here at Sinai Studios, Judaism Today. Have you ever gotten into a financial dispute with someone? You're upset with them that they owe you money, or you think you owe you money, or they didn't meet out the fullness of their obligations, and you're frustrated that that you thought they said Y, but now they're saying X, and they're changing the terms, and you sort of get into that scuffle with them. It happens for a lot of people in their relationships. You have a business relationship, especially sometimes you'll have a business relationship with a friend. You'll have a relationship with a coworker, and it frustrates the relationship. It makes it more challenging. There's a remarkable subtlety that emerges from a careful reading of this week's parsha. Parshas Mishpatim literally means laws. It's all about laws, the laws of the Torah. A lot of the financial laws of the Torah are about loans and business and purchasing and theft and guarding, lots of different responsibility. But one thing, if you look carefully, there is a subtle compassion which weaves its way through all of the laws, all the legal, secular laws, so to speak, of this week's parsha. All the business laws, which people think business is business and personal is personal, which is true. But there's an element of compassion which sort of jumps out at you if you read the Torah carefully. I'll give you one example, one of my favorite examples. The Torah describes in this week's parsha when you take collateral from someone that defaults on a loan. So let's say, says the Torah, that I took their jacket. They have a nice leather jacket. I take their leather jacket from them. It's cold outside. I took their leather jacket as collateral because they defaulted on their loan. And when they pay me back the loan, I'll give them back the jacket. The Torah says that if you took something that people use during the day, you have to return it to them during the day. And if I took something that people use at night, such as, let's say I took their pillow or bedding as collateral, I have to return it to them at night. Which is like an unbelievable concept. I always found it so counterintuitive. Here you're taking collateral to leverage it so they would pay you back, and yet they have the right to use it whenever they need it. But if you look at the way the Torah frames it, the Torah describes, first of all, Im kesef talvet ami. That we're talking about my people, says God. These are my people. These are my Jewish people. This is someone who needed a loan. Es hani imach. Someone who was poor, who needed to take the loan. Lo sielo kenosha. You can't be an oppressor to them. Don't have the posture of you're the aggressive person trying to collect the loan. Return the collateral that you took from them. Why? Because if you don't, if you leave them stranded on a cold day without their jacket or sleeping on the floor in their house without their pillow, if they cry out to me, I will hear them. Because I'm compassionate towards them. And what God is asking for us of us is just as He is compassionate, to be compassionate too. So while it's true, business is business and personal is personal. But as Jews, the Torah, I think, is teaching us an important message. That even our approach to business has to be informed by compassion. And that we can't have this cold, cut and dry cost-benefit analysis in our approach to people. Of course, we don't have to be taken advantage of. We have to make sure that things are right and just and, no one's hurt. Don't make yourself a shmata. That's not what I'm saying. But just be cognizant of the fact that we're talking about other people, our brothers and sisters, and God cares about them, and so should we. I hope you enjoyed that episode of Judaism Today. If you did, please make sure to follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, or check into our podcast wherever podcasts are listened to, and we look forward to hearing from you more.